The big man, standing 7'2", number 24, Walker Kessler.
Well, great. Hadn't this been a fun season so far, and it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Bailey. Jaren Jackson is out there with Ayton. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's George in at the 1 spot.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
Ayton a screen on Suggs. The Jazz working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and it's off from three-point range. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Guys?
Thank you, Allie.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Now, here's Suggs. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Henry, out to Anthony. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. George passes to Jackson. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Now, Jalen Suggs is a player that does a little bit of everything, understanding what's expected and how he can carve out time in the rotation.
Bailey with the ball, covered by Anthony. Takes the 13-footer. Kessler with the rebound. Here's Henry. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Missed inside. The Jazz with the lead. George with no one around. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams. And he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And George kicks to Markkanen. Knocks it loose. Here's Henry. He's guarded by Markkanen. Outside Wilson. Pass to Henry. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Tries it from 9. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the basket by Bailey.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
Suggs looking around. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Creating easier opportunities for your guys to score. That is good offense.
To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
Now Suggs. Kessler a screen on George. Suggs passes to Wilson. Outside Anthony. There's a screen for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
It's tipped.
Sometimes you need excellent anticipation defensively to get your hand on a shot. Jalen Suggs, nicely done.
Count it.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And George kicks to Jackson. Bailey with the ball. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average of nearly 16 points a game. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, this guy can get up in a hurry. Cole Anthony, how about your hops?
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Markkanen from outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Kessler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here is Henry. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Suggs. Pass to Henry. Takes it off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Utah trailing here. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Suggs.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And that one's good, Henry.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. I'll wait first-round pick Doris back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards. But there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here's Ayton. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Nice feed by the big man, Jackson Jr. I love his selfless attitude.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Giddey against George. Now here's Giddey. Not a lot of room. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Bailey passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Kennard. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
A different look for Utah. Sensabaugh is checked in. And it's Collier in for Bailey. Pass to Sensabaugh. Ayton a screen on Giddey. To the middle. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 8 points.
Don't let DeAndre Ayton get comfortable. This guy is a problem on the interior.
Giddey surveying the D. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Sensabaugh drills it from outside. Now it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So for the Jazz, their last game a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Here's Giddey. Shot to stop the run. The shot, no good. Jazz leading by 5. Here's Sensabaugh. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Giddey. Oh, and here's the one-handed jam.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Utah has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
On the wing, Giddey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What a up fake from Josh Giddey. Boy, that defender was guessing, and he guessed wrong.
And Utah making a change here. Second free throw, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for Utah. 6-point game. Pass to Sensabaugh. Fires the 3. Dort grabs the miss. Chicago has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Buzelis. Over Williams. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Utah Jazz with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Buzelis out there with Wilson. Then it's Lou Dort. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Suggs in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Williams. Stolen by Wilson. And it's Dort off the drive. And there's Buzelis on the assist by Dort. Buzelis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's the 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wilson. Now Buzelis. Over Williams. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Collier. From downtown, Wilson grabs the board. The Bulls shooting reasonably well, 45%. Right side, Suggs. Here's Kessler. Defended by Filipowski.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Sensabaugh. And he drives in, and that one good. Sensabaugh's got his second basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Collier. No good from outside. Bulls trail by 3. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
To Filipowski. Lays it up off the glass. Filipowski's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the wing on the left. Wilson left side. Kessler screen on Williams. Wilson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And tell fans who wants a free t-shirt.
For the Bulls, Henry's checked in, and Anthony subbed in for Dort. And Utah making a change here. Haley passes to Filipowski. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Sacramento. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And teams are always looking for positional signs. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat. And teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
The Bulls trailing. Right side, Wilson. Pass to Henry. The putback. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Jazz have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. George, that's a two-pointer. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Kessler the screen. Here's Wilson. Kessler controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Kessler's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Chicago grabs the miss. Kessler's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Henry outside Wilson. Here's Henry. He's got 5. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Utah. To end the cold streak, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, DeAndre Ayton can be a gifted scorer. He is capable of some big-time nights.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And Utah making a change here. Markkanen's checked in.
Number 23, Lauri Markkanen.
The Jazz with the lead. George finds Jackson. Back to George. Pass to Bailey. Launches a 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Good.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. To the wing right side. And here's Jackson. Pass to Bailey. Jazz passing it around. Outside, Markkanen. Just 4 to shoot. The Jazz with another miss. Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Henry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaren Jackson. The Bulls have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now, here's George. He has 5. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
Here's Giddey. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 6.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
George passes to Ayton. Back to George. Here's Bailey. Outside Markkanen. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Giddey in the corner. Pass to Henry. The 3. Utah with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top 2-way bigs in our league.
Chicago with the ball, following the bucket by the Jazz. There's the screen. Anthony, the pass to Henry. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Just great timing on the play and rhythm on the pass. Cole Anthony setting his teammate up beautifully.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Stop moving with your mascot.
Ayton kicks to Markkanen. Pass to George.
Chicago foul.
Booz Ellis is checked in for the Bulls. George comes in for Cole Anthony.
Team foul. Substitution for the Bulls. Booz Ellis. Luguentz George.
Ayton finds Jackson. Here's George. Jackson, a screen on Kennard. The shot by George, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now Giddey with the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tremendous burst from Josh Giddey on the drive. Just turns up the intensity.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Guys, back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And here is Giddey after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Booz Ellis. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Oh, smart pass there, setting up Booz Ellis in a position to cash in.
George passes to Ayton. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. Lets it go from 11. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Right side, George. Down low, and stolen by Ayton. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Jazz lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to City Park and get ready for the fans.
Hello, everybody.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our... Next up, guys, let's talk... Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So on the floor for Utah, Ayton is out there with Jackson. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Bailey. And it's George in at the point. Jackson setting the pick here for George. Over Suggs. Suggs with some nice defense.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Basket counts.
This is a demonstration of how dangerous Jalen Suggs can be when he decides to take it to the rack with strength.
Pass to Ayton. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Suggs passes to Henry. Here's Kessler. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Here's Bailey. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Ayton. Releases. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Ayton's got 4 this quarter. And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Outside Wilson. Here's Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Here's Ayton after the Bulls pick up 2. Ayton sets the pick for George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
They set the pick. Anthony kicks to Wilson. Here's Kessler over Ayton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Pass to Jackson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Bulls have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Now Anthony for the lead. Rebounded by Jackson. Suggs against George. Jackson has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 9 points.
Rim protection plus three-point shooting. Triple J gives you two things every team needs.
Here's Henry, guarded by Jackson. Henry with it. He's got 9. Markkanen looking it over. Here's Henry. He's guarded by Markkanen. Pass to Wilson. Now Henry. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. The rebound by the Jazz. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now George. He's covered by Suggs. Jackson against Wilson. Lets the 3 fly. And there's Jackson on the assist from Bailey.
3-point.
And now a 6-point Jazz lead. Suggs with the ball. Now defended by Markkanen. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. Here's Henry, guarded by Jackson. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Suggs passes to Kessler. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
That one on Ayton. Dort, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring. Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Ayton against Giddey. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him. Chicago making a switch here. Buzelis is checked in. Here's Dort. Scoreless thus far. Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
Stolen by Jackson. Here's Bailey. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 6th assist on the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Utah.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Suggs. And Utah also making a switch. Collier, he's checked in for Keontae George. Here's Bailey. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And it's sent back by Kessler. Down low. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
He Doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
And here's Jackson. 12 points for him. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Giddey with the screen on Jackson. Back to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes. Giddey's got 5 now.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Bailey. Now Markkanen takes a 3. That one misses.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Count that one for George.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Bailey. Pass to Collier. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Utah has gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. 3-pointer, Markkanen. Dort grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kennard for 3. Utah with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Jackson. 3-pointer, Markkanen. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
It's Dort on the wing. Here's Buzelis. 5 to shoot. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, you don't see many guys with Buzelis' length run the pick and roll. His potential is unreal.
Here's Collier. Kennard covering. And it's Ayton missing. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 13-4 run. And it's Giddey in the corner. Pass to Buzelis. Shoots the 3. And Kessler throws it down.
What I love about Walker Kessler right now is he's feeling it offensively and he's aggressively pursuing the basketball.
Here's Bailey. On the wing, Markkanen. Outside Jackson. It's good from long range. Jackson's got 15.
The floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Ayton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Kennard's shot is off. Jazz have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Collier. No scoring in this one. Markkanen from outside. It's not going to go for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bulls out front, leading by just 2. And we'll get going after this from United Center. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Suggs, also Anthony out there. And it's Ivisic in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Sends the ball no good. Bulls leading by 4. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Boy, Suggs gets up off his feet in a hurry, finishes that drive with authority.
George, that's a two-pointer, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Wilson. Pass to Ivisic. Kicks it out to Wilson. Over Williams. A shot by Wilson, no good. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Good on the three-point shot.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And so Suggs with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. In the corner, Henry with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Filipowski. Sensabaugh. Pass to Collier. And here's George. The kick out to Williams. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Bulls leading by 3. Here's Ivisic. Power down. Both hands.
What a quality pass from Jalen Suggs. This guy relishes the chance to set up his teammates.
Now here's Ayton. Lays it up and banks it in. Ayton's got 24.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
At the line for Chicago.
That free throw, no good. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Chicago. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots. Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Sensabaugh. To the inside, and Ayton throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Suggs passes to Anthony. Over George. Anthony can't hit. Jazz trail by 3. Over to the wing. Inside. Collier. That's good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. Pretty nice efficiency there. And Kessler throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
So it's Chicago now. After the basket by Utah, Anthony kicks to Henry. Rebound, Utah. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside, George. Ayton sets the pick for George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Utah has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Sensabaugh. That 3 off the mark. Here's Anthony. There's the drive. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
I love Cole Anthony because when he sees an opening to attack off a drive, he does not hesitate.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Ayton a screen. Baseline jumper. Kessler with the rebound. Bulls leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Henry. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Here's Sensabaugh. Over in the corner, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. Now here's Anthony. Henry with it. Williams picks him up. Wilson against Williams. Wilson the pass to Henry. No good that time.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
Pass to George. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
Suggs.
Williams. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for 2, Jalen Suggs.
Both free throws good from Suggs. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Now Bailey. Outside, George. Now Ayton. Lays it in off the window.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Suggs. Here's Kessler. Shot from 12. Markkanen pulls it down. Now Ayton. Now here is George. Ayton outside. 5 on the clock. Wilson with the block. Stolen by George. Nice use of the block. On the finish.
Keontae George steps in a big-time moment. That's a huge basket.
Outside Anthony. Henry with it. Markkanen on him. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for it.
Now Bailey misses the 3. Here's Henry, guarded by Jackson. George with the steal. Driving in. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. The Bulls with the lead. Anthony. Bailey pulls it down. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. George against Suggs. Now Bailey. Now George takes the 3. That shot no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Here's Henry. They set the screen. Here's Anthony. make it 6. Shoots. Pulls in another board. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied.
Right side George. He puts in the J.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Anthony. Oh, good on the layup. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. But given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And you need a foul here to try and extend the game. Best case is the inbound pass goes to a poor free throw shooter, but really they have to foul whoever it ends up with.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, crucial free throws obviously gets this to 3 now, but it is still a one-possession game.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Well, you need the 3 here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
I can be